guess I just can't touch it. So, I'm thinking maybe the video stopped. But anyway, what I was saying is, I want to let you guys in on a little bit of what's going on in my life and how I got back to reading tarot and how serious I am about it and how I'm truly here and would like to help people. Again, if my phone stopped recording, this is This is Shauna with Truth in Tarot 007. And so let's get into why I'm here right now. I don't know if you can see, but as you can see, I am in the hospital again. I've been here for 3 days. This all started last year. I had a very demanding job. Let's just say that. A job that it took me 2 years to get, and a job that my only plan was to retire from. And I didn't have another plan set up because my plan was to retire, work hard and retire. Well, I started getting sick. The first thing that happened is I started getting really tired. I was losing a lot of weight. I had a thyroid problem. And then I started getting more sick. Well, because I made a doctor's appointment and called in one day to work, they fired me. Well, come to find out, I had and at the same time, my boyfriend, best friend, he ghosted me. Just ghosted me. I mean, this is the person I'm with, and we've been dating, and we're serious, and this is an ongoing, everyday relationship, to just ghosting me. So all this is happening at one time. At this point, I'm fighting my job because I'm telling them, and I have an attorney, you guys have absolutely no rights to do what you're doing. Well, they asked me to come back and work for them again, but upon contingency that I would do my 90 days over. Well, no, I'm not doing my 90 days over because I already did my 90 days. That to me was, they knew they had nothing to stand on the first time, so they didn't want to deal with me. So what not better way than to get me to do my 90 days again, so this time they actually could come up with a serious problem and have something to stand behind, because they didn't the first time. You gotta excuse me. I got a bit of a cold, and I have severe pain in my right side, which is why I'm here today in the hospital. So anyway, my boyfriend's ghosted me. Now I've lost my job, and I start getting really sick. Like, I'm talking the sickest stomach problems. I had no clue what I was going through. I had no idea what was going on. Well, I go into the hospital. This nurse almost killed me. I went into a full seizure by her shooting me up too fast with pain meds, because my blood pressure was through the roof because I was in that much pain. And then I ended up waking up in a hospital room. Well, I woke up and they told me that I suffered a heart attack from broken heart syndrome. And, excuse me, the absolutely first question any doctor and every doctor ever asked me when they would first come in and meet me was, hey, who have you lost? And I would tell them, well, I lost a job and I lost my relationship. And they would say, oh, okay. Because apparently when you suffer from broken heart syndrome, it is it means basically you have a broken heart. Like you have lost people and you are under so much stress that it's like your heart breaks. And so that brings me to the whole point. I started, when I was working, I started listening to tarot readers. And I found this guy named Tyler's Tarot. And he one time went into saying how he was dating this woman and she picked this other guy. And because of that and because of her and what she did to him and the heartbreak, he quit working at the warehouse he was at and he started doing tarot and he started listening to tarot readers. Well, I think we are all going through something at different parts in our lives that bring us to hook on to any type of hope we can just to live, especially in the darkest of days where we don't have a lot of hope. We have to cling on to some type of hope. So I myself did what Tyler did, and I went back to really getting and investing and researching my tarot and going back to reading tarot because I thought it was my hope. When I had no hope some days, when I thought I wasn't ever going to get well again, when I didn't have the energy to get up and do anything, and that's just so unlike my characteristics, I would just listen to different tarot readers and I would cling on to what they had to say. Even if it never did happen, it did something for me that day. So I say, whatever you can do, cling on to it. If it provides you hope just for that day, just for that hour, because I am telling you, I truly, truly believe people are dying more and more from heart attacks because of how stressful it is on their body, because of how heartbroken they are from jobs, from the standards that we have to uphold every day, from having to be perfect every day we walk outside the house to, everything has to be perfect, and life is just not supposed to be set up like that. I mean, you got to sit back and say, forget spending 3 hours on hair and makeup. I just need to go sit outside by a tree and get grounded. I mean, nothing and nobody is worth you dying at a younger age because you're so stressed out. That's something I can tell you. So that's why I got back into reading tarot. It took me a long time, and I kept contemplating, going back and forth. Should I tell people about this? Should I not? I even got off social media for the past last year because I just felt it was really personal what I had gone through, and it just wasn't meant to share with everybody. But I feel like now is the time, and I'm still going through things. As you can tell, I'm in the hospital again. I've been in here for 3 days, but I'm doing a hell of a lot better this year than I was doing last year. So, some days are good, some days are bad, but please share this video. The true meaning behind this video is not so much me, but is, even if you need to email me at truthandtarot007, if you have any questions, if you need to just get something off your chest, email me a question. I will read my emails and talk back to you because this is serious, and there's no reason another person should hurt you or
Good morning.